Too much has been made of late of Emily Dickinson's girlhood friendship with her brother's wife, Susan, the daughter of a tavern keeper.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 LGBTQ+ rom-coms.
I get good grades, I go to church, I'm a cheerleader.
Anyway, I've been thinking about why I haven't come out yet. Maybe it's because it doesn't seem fair that only gay people have to come out. Why is straight the default?
I wanna wake up with you on Christmas morning. And if that doesn't convince you to love Christmas, I'll never bring it up again.
For this list, we'll be looking at romantic comedies that prioritize the LGBTQ+ experience and romantic desires. Romantic dramas, like The Way He Looks, will not be included. Plot details will be discussed, so this is your spoiler alert. Which of these films has the best romance and the best jokes? Let's get into it in the comments below. Number 10, The Watermelon Woman.
Tamara, why are you always constantly clacking women? We're lesbians, remember, Cheryl? We're into female-to-female attraction.
Based on her personal experiences researching Black history in cinema, Cheryl Dunye's The Watermelon Woman follows the character of Cheryl working in a video store in Philadelphia and making home videos on the side for extra cash. Cheryl's friend Tamara tries to set her up with another friend, but Cheryl goes for a white girl named Diana, of whom Tamara is not a fan.
Do you wanna stay for dinner?
In this wandering story, Cheryl tries to piece together the history of the titular Watermelon Woman, as well as figure out how she wants her romantic relationships to look.
Maybe it all has to do with this film project, which is finally coming together. Hollywood, the Watermelon Woman, Faye Richards, and Diana?
It's a massively important movie in the LGBTQ+ canon because it centers on the experience of Black lesbians without punishing them for their sexuality. Number 9, The Broken Hearts Club, a romantic comedy.
Dumb, gorgeous people should not be allowed to use literature when competing in the pickup pool. It's like bald people wearing hats. It's deceiving.
Long before Riverdale and Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Greg Berlanti was pushing for queer characters on screen and made this classic movie based on his group of friends. The movie's main hub is a restaurant owned by an older man named Jack, who also sponsors a softball team.
Hey, where did my mitt go?
The group of friends are all gay and searching for meaningful relationships in West Hollywood. With an all-star cast including Billy Porter, Zach Braff, and Timothy Olyphant, this is one of the great ensemble romantic comedies.
We can talk about it later. No, you're right. It's not a big deal. All we do is hook up.
Although everyone in the group has a different outlook on love and relationships, the cast really shines when they come together and deal with tragedy as a found family. It shows the importance of friendship connections for young gay people. Number 8, Big Eden.
I'm just so glad you're here. I need you to know that.
Henry Hart is a popular gay artist residing in New York. However, he decides he has to return home to Big Eden, Montana, when he finds out his grandfather Sam is sick.
I heard you back in town. How's Sam?
Oh, he's much better, thank you. We're bringing him home today.
Not wanting to lose his connection to his grandpa, he stays in Big Eden for the foreseeable future and becomes a fixture of town gossip. In a classic rom-com twist, Henry's high school crush Dean has moved back to town and is recently single.
So what do you say? Head on over to Little's Lounge later for a beer?
This movie shines in how it accepts Henry, lets him explore love, and come to terms with his past. When Henry finally finds love, you can't help but root for him. Number 7, Wild Nights with Emily. Like the Apple TV Plus show Dickinson, this movie chooses to explore the famous poet Emily Dickinson's love life with other women.
Too much has been made of late of Emily Dickinson's girlhood friendship with her brother's wife, Susan, the daughter of a tavern keeper.
In the fictitious reimagining, Emily meets Susan Gilbert during a Shakespeare festival, where they play lovers in a scene together. They fall for each other, and even when Susan moves away, she and Emily keep up with love letters. We find out later that Emily's brother tried to edit Emily's letters to exclude Susan. This is both a story of hidden love and the attempt to erase Emily Dickinson's reported lesbian relationships, proving that historical romances can be just as funny and poignant as contemporary ones.
During the time you were not speaking to me?
Was this the time after I learned you had hid your engagement with my brother?
Yes.
For almost a whole year?
Yes, it was at that juncture.
We'll continue.
Number 6, But I'm a Cheerleader.
Honey, we think you're a lesbian.
For better or for worse, the cult classic But I'm a Cheerleader will always define Natasha Lyonne to her LGBTQ+ fans.
I get good grades, I go to church, I'm a cheerleader.
Lyonne stars as Megan, a cheerleader dating a football player. However, it becomes clear to her friends and family that her interest in vegetarianism and Melissa Etheridge proves she is a lesbian. Although this is a tragic situation for many real-life teenagers, the movie leans into a John Waters aesthetic and mocks the ridiculous idea that any of these kids have to be fixed to live happy lives.
You don't have any unnatural thoughts?
I don't think it's unnatural.
Aha!
But I'm a Cheerleader resonated with so many young gay teens' fears about coming out and then turned them into this candy-colored confection, with a happy ending for our lesbian protagonist.
5, 6, 7, 8, don't run from me, cause this is fate.
Number 5, The Thing About Harry.
Oh, would you mind making a quick stop at the Drip? I'm gonna need some serious caffeine if I'm gonna be good company for you.
The thing about Harry is that Sam hates him. Harry mistreated Sam in high school, and now Sam is being forced to take a road trip with Harry to their hometown.
To Sam's breakup.
To Sam's breakup.
Sam is pretty surprised when Harry comes out as pansexual, but then Harry gets back together with his ex-girlfriend. Very much like when Harry met Sally, Harry and Sam become friends who are constantly dating other people. You want so badly for these two to figure it out that when they do, it's a feeling of triumph. This enemies to friends to lovers story is one of the great modern LGBTQ+ rom-coms.
Friends can fall in love. And I'm gonna spend the rest of my life making sure you know it.
I don't mind being wrong.
Number 4, Happiest Season.
I wanna wake up with you on Christmas morning. And if that doesn't convince you to love Christmas, I'll never bring it up again.
Directed by LGBTQ+ icon Clea Duvall, Happiest Season is the lesbian holiday rom-com we never saw coming. Harper loves Christmas, and her girlfriend Abby doesn't. So, Harper asks Abby to come home with her for Christmas. The catch? Harper is not out to her family, and Abby has to pretend to be just Harper's roommate instead of her girlfriend.
Everyone say Christmas.
No, don't say that, just smile.
LGBTQ+ fans had some serious issues with Harper's refusal to be truthful about Abby, but this is a Christmas movie, so there has to be a happy ending. What's so groundbreaking about this film is that there are LGBTQ+ people in front of and behind the camera, from Clea Duvall to Dan Levy and Kristen Stewart.
Do you know how painful it's been to watch the person that I love choose to hide me?
I am not hiding you. I am hiding me.
Number 3, Alex Strangelove. Alex Truelove is a romance-obsessed teenager with a girlfriend who wants to have sex for the first time.
Why is it every time we're, going at it, you always put the brakes on at a certain point?
I don't know.
Alex isn't so sure, and his feelings for Claire get even more complicated when he starts hanging out with a gay teenager named Elliot. When Alex starts to question his sexuality and kisses Elliot, he starts the difficult journey of accepting his identity. Alex Strangelove tells us that it's okay to be a little confused about everything, but you'll only be happy if you can be honest with yourself.
Did you just figure all this out?
I guess it's always been there. I just had to be honest with myself.
Number 2, Love, Simon.
I'm just like you. For the most part, my life is totally normal.
Love, Simon was the first movie about a gay teenage romance to be released by a major studio, that being 20th Century Fox. Based on an award-winning novel, the rom-com allows us to watch Simon Spear fall hopelessly in love with a fellow closeted gay teen over email.
As for coming out, I know what you mean about wanting to wait till college, but our emails have inspired me. I'm going to tell my family.
When another student finds Simon's emails to Blue, Simon tries everything he can to avoid a public outing for him and Blue, but it blows up in his face. When Simon's parents and friends give him support, he's able to proudly declare who he is and stages a big romantic gesture for Blue. This movie gives us gay teen romance and parental acceptance, a true happy ending.
Are you disappointed that it's me?
No.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Imagine me and you. Even though she's married to a man, Rachel falls for female flower shop owner Luce.
Well, thanks for this evening. Thank you. It was my birthday.
No, today? You should have said. It's mine coming up.
Practically twins.
Let It Snow. A blizzard complicates the love lives of teens in Laurel, Illinois.
I liked you. And when we hung out, I felt like we really got each other. I kind of thought you felt the same way, and that's rare.
Dating Amber. A closeted teen boy and girl date to hide their sexualities.
I'll be your boyfriend.
Pretend boyfriend.
Pretend real boyfriend.
Trick. Over one night in Manhattan, two young gay men try to find a place to be alone.
You know, I would have invited you back to my place, but...
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
No, I would have, but the lady I told you about?
Yeah?
She's my mother.
Someone Great. Three friends have one last crazy night out before one of them moves across the country.
Our relationship was beautiful. And out of nowhere, she just went back to men.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Half of It.
That's what you say when you love someone.
No, I was just talking. I would never, ever
No, it is. And you don't even care. I mean, I love her, and I can't even...
Here, Alice Wu brought us an intimate, moody teen spin on Cyrano de Bergerac that stands out as one of the best LGBTQ+ rom-coms of all time. Ellie Chu lives in a small town with her quiet father and few friends. A football player named Paul asks her to write a love letter to the beautiful deacon's daughter, Aster.
I just need a few words, good ones.
I'm not writing to Aster to some girl. It'd be wrong. A letter is personal. It's supposed to be authentic.
That'd be awesome.
No, I can't be you being authentic.
Aster writes back and starts texting Paul, who is really Ellie, and Ellie falls hard for Aster. Even though the scheme blows up in Paul and Ellie's faces, their friendship makes it through. The Half of It may be subtle when it comes to romance, but Ellie still gets to make her boldest stroke yet with Aster by the end of the love story, for which it's implied that this is only the beginning.
I'll see you in a couple years.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.